Welcome. I'm so happy to be with you today for another healing breath-infused spa yoga practice. So let's get right into the medicine of your breath. Sitting tall, wrap your hands around the side ribs. Take a big inhale into your hands and a cleansing exhale out your mouth. Yeah, we're just diving right in. Again, inhale into your left and right hands. And slowly breathe through an open mouth. Let's do that again. Send your inhale to flare your ribs out into your hands. Slowly breathe out your mouth, relaxing tension from the day. Inhale wide into left and right ribs, into both hands. This time, breathe through your nose, hearing that hush sound of breath. Again, inhale, telescope your ribs out into your hands, and slowly breathe through the nose with your chest open and relaxed shoulders. Inhale again, and a strong, slow exhale out your nose. Notice what is shifting when you direct your breath mindfully like this, up into the upper ribs. We'll do a lot of stretches to open up these areas as well together today. Take time to set your hands down. Thank yourself for being here. Switch the cross of your ankles. If you are sitting cross-legged, just switch and walk your left fingers over to the left. Take your right arm up and over into a side bend and allow your top right arm to bend. Just let it be kind of droopy. Big breath into your right ribs, and then straighten your top right arm. See what it's like to stretch it straighter and longer, and allow it to bend. Just noticing what shifts in the side stretch. And as you straighten it now, notice what shifts. How's that breath going? Your breath is the medicine. With a grounded seat, ease yourself back up through center and walk your right fingers over to the right, away from the right hip. Take your left arm up and over, bend your top arm. Breathe fully as you straighten your top arm. Stay rooted into both sitting bones. Just again, bend your arm and straighten it. Do a lot to access all the breathing muscles together today so that you can really feel more that healing quality in your breath. All the healing is inside of you. All that you could ever seek. With an anchored lower body, breathe yourself back up. Notice how you feel. Cleansing breath to relax and notice. Take time to come onto your hands and your knees. For some cat-cows, send the chest forward as you inhale and round, tuck your tailbone under as you exhale. Hello, spine. Arc your spine as you inhale. And round, gaze towards your thighs as you exhale. Just again, moving mindfully with your breath. Exhale, round. Yeah, so much healing for the spine is right here in your breath. Coming to a neutral spine, peek over your left shoulder and sway your tail to the left. Sway your hips to the left. See that left shoulder. Flush breath into the right side. And switch. Look over your right shoulder as your hips sway out to the right as well. Breathe into your left lung. And do that again. Think less force, more breath as you switch sides. Breathe into your left lung. Child's pose. Hips pull back to heels. As you tap your forehead down, crawl your hands a bit further forward if possible. remembering that everything I offer is a kind suggestion, and if you need to do a different modification, please do so. Take care of your breath. Maybe it works to bring your palms together and bend your arms, crawling your elbows further forward on the mat. Maybe it's helpful to exhale out the mouth and let go of anything that's stuck within. This breath is the medicine. Every breath in and breath out is the medicine. Extend your arms straight and walk your hands over to the right. Nudge your hips to the left. Deep breath for the left lung, the whole left side of your waist. Just focus on inviting in this healing quality of your breath. Remember that your body and your mind believe what they are fed. Let this be a soothing practice, healing and grounding. Whatever you need, give it to yourself. Hands walk to the other side. Feel your hips tugging back and down to the heels. Feel breath everywhere that it is needed. So good. Gently come back with your hand shoulder width apart at the front of your mat. Tuck your toes under for downward facing dog. Keep a little bend in both your knees, hang your head, and roll onto your inner left foot and your outer right foot so that both heels are going to the left. Keep both hands flat with your toes pointing to the right, little bend in the knees. Push into your hands, work chest back to thighs, and your hips up and back towards the left. You kind of have to work for this side stretch, but I love it. Let's go to the other side. Heels over to the right as toes point to the left. Firm in your hands, strong, straight arms. Your hips sway up and to the right. Breathing your left side open. Come to center. Tiptoe your feet forward, forward. Into a standing forward fold at the front of your mat. Feet hip width apart is great. Little bend in the knees. Shake your head no. Feel a little hug in of your abdomen and flush more breath throughout your back body. Breathing into low back, hamstrings. Option to grab opposite elbows. Do bend your knees a couple of inches. And we will begin slowly rolling up, holding onto opposite elbows the whole while. Slowly firm your abdomen in as you roll up bone by bone. And once you are up standing, take this box of your arms to frame up around your head and pull up on your elbows. Go up, up, away from grounded feet. Gentle side bend over to the right. Use your hands to pull your elbows apart a little more, and then just kind of look down towards the front right corner of your mat. Tiny little rounding in. And then lean back again, pull the elbows back, big breath. And then look down to the front right corner of your mat again. And then taking your gaze forward, elbows back. Gently come up, take arms straight up, full inhale, reach. And as you exhale, bend the knees all the way down into a fold, interlacing hands behind your lower back. Actively scrub your shoulder blades closer together on your back. Let your laced hands hang away from your low back, top of your head down, down. So good to fold into yourself like this. Let tension be drained out of the skull, tense thoughts, tense worries drained out of your head down into the earth. Holding onto opposite elbows again. With bent knees and hugging your abdomen in. we will roll up. Make sure you have the opposite forearm on top, rolling all the way up. And then take your elbows up and little sway over to the left. And tuck your chin down to your left armpit so you're looking down to the front left corner of your mat. Find a bit of rounding. It doesn't have to be much. With steady feet, gaze is forward, pull the elbows back with your hands. Breathing as you look down towards the front left corner of your mat again. Yeah. And the gaze is more forward, pull the elbows back, and with steady feet, strong legs, rise up. You reach both arms way up. Reach up away from the floor. Next exhale brings you all the way down into a fold. Catch your laced hands behind your low back. And have a little more weight into the balls of your feet. Exhale to surrender. Exhale to fold. Take your fingertips down on the ground. Step your left foot all the way back with me. Lower your left knee down behind you. Low lunge. Rise all the way up, arms reached up. Find one steady point to gaze at. Grab opposite elbows overhead. If it works better for you to grab the middle of your forearms, do that. Give yourself a bit more space. And come into the side bend over to the right. Thinking down in your legs, think in through your navel. Breath everywhere. Really anchor your front foot as you rise up. Reach your arms up and lower your fingers down on either side of your front foot. Scoot your front foot forward a little for half splits. Dig your heel into the mat as your toes flex back towards you. And let yourself find almost a cobra quality in your chest as you bow forward and down, an open chest. Breathe for those lovely hamstring muscles at the back of your right leg. That breath is the medicine. Stay here. This might be enough, so you can stay here. Or with left fingers tented on the floor, reach right arm up. Yep, this one's a fair bit more. Keep your front leg a little straighter. Tuck your outer right hip back more. Top arm lifts up higher. Big breath up into your chest. Lean back. Slowly lower your top hand down. And scoot your front foot a bit closer to you as you bend your knee and flatten your foot. And take your front foot wider out to the right. Hands down inside foot. Swing your back foot around to the right as well. And walk your hands forward and slightly to the left on a diagonal, head down. From the grounding of your hands, your hips pull back to lengthen the sides of your waist. Juicy bend in the front knee. And now you're in the pose, but use the breath like medicine. Your breath is the nectar, and it's already here inside you. When distractions or self-limiting thoughts arise, return to breath. Walk your hands towards you now. Swing your left foot back, straighten your back leg. Take a big step forward with your back foot so your feet are mat width apart at the front of your mat. Your feet are pretty wide. Fold down. Walk both fingers or both hands over to the right. Bend your right knee deeply. Left leg charges straighter. And take your hands over to the left. The deep bend in left knee. Ground your right foot. Charge your right leg straight. So lots of good stuff for your outer body. Other side. Hands to the right with right knee bent. Let your left hip pull back. You can go at a different pace than I'm going, or when you're ready, hands walk to the left with your left knee bent, right leg straighter. nudge the right hip back more. Yes. Making space for breath, always. It's what it's all about. You and your breath. As you walk your feet a little closer together, step your right foot all the way back, tap your right knee down, and with steady rooted legs, come all the way up to low lunge. One of my favorites. Grab opposite elbows overhead. Have the awkward forearm on top. Side bend up and over to the left. Without any movement, attempt to drag your back knee forward. Thinking up and over into the side bend. And with awareness of deep, deep breaths, gently come back up through center. Take both arms up and lower your hands down on either side of your front foot, or a half splits pose. Shimmy your left foot forward a couple more inches. Get longer, right? So that your spine can be longer as well. And when there's more length, there's more space for breath. As you bow forward and down, carve your left hip back, flex your front toes apart. This might be perfect to stay here. Give your body what it needs. Honor this body. Or for a fair bit more, have your right fingertips tented on the floor and reach your left arm way up into the sky. Dig your left heel into the earth. Draw your left thigh bone back into your left hip socket. Expand your reach up. Lean back. If you tell yourself this is healing, can you believe it? Yeah, we absorb what we are fed in every way. Hands down, inside front foot. Adjust your front foot a little left. Swivel on your back knee, swivel the back shin around, and crawl your hands way out in front and to the right, head down. Enjoy really long, low, deep breaths. Cast bigger breaths all around your hips. One more. No hurry at all to walk your hands to the front of your mat. And straighten your back leg, step your back foot forward so your feet are mat width apart at the front of your mat. And come down into a squat. Maybe feet need to go a little bit wider. Once you're down in your squat, hands can come into prayer. Lift chest up towards thumbs. This might be perfect. Option to always sit on a block. Or with your hands in prayer, take your right hand to push into your left thigh and lift your left arm up. Your bottom elbow pushes into the right thigh, bottom hand pushes left thigh open. Lean up and over to the right, reaching your left arm up and over to the right. Thinking tailbone lower down. And then as we switch sides, you'll bring left elbow to your inner left thigh, push your right palm into your inner right thigh with right arm extended up. Just let your neck feel easy, no need to look up. Grounding back and down through heels, big stretch with top arm, up and over to the side. Gently bring your hands down and come to sit on your bum, however you can. And with your right leg straight on the floor, bend your left knee out to the left so your left foot touches your inner right thigh. I recommend a good little bend in the straight leg. Sit up nice and tall, aligning your hands on either side of your right leg. And as you exhale, bow over and down the right leg. Option to have your left hand on your outer right shin or left hand on outer right ankle. And it's your exhalations that help draw the abdomen in and fold forward and down. Less forcing. Full exhales to bow forward and down. Be sure to root your left sitting bone and your outer left thigh as you fold over your right leg. Take care to rise up and switch sides. Left leg extended, pull your left sit bone flush back, left butt flush back. Lengthen up and exhaling over and down your left leg. Align your abdomen or your belly button, align your belly button more over left thigh. Lead with your chest, not your chin. Keep your chin just in slightly, but aim your chest forward to left ankle as you bow. Spend a little more time with your exhale, surrendering down. The healing is here. The healing is here inside you. Ease yourself out of this fold. Extend your legs out straight. Seated child's pose with your feet flat, knees bent. Wrap forearms around shins, forehead into knees. As you're gripping on your knees with your forearms, feel a pull back of your belly off your thighs. Really hunch in, round and lean back, rock side to side. Breathe into any little stuck spots. And we're going to finish either seated, cross-legged, on your bum or on a block, or you could sit how I am on shins. More breath work. We always need more breath work. It's so good for the nervous system. Maybe hand on belly, check in. What's present right now? Alternate nostril breathing. We use the right hand up to block out the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale through the left side, and then hold, blocking out the left nostril with your ring finger, and then exhale out the right side, releasing the thumb. Through that same right side, inhale. Then you're going to clip the right nostril closed with your right thumb, hold, plugging both sides. Just release the right ring finger, exhale left nostril. Through that same left nostril, right away, inhale, sitting tall. You close that off with your ring finger. Now you're plugging both sides. Hold. Release your thumb out the right side, exhale. Good, even longer. Inhale. Slow it down, inhale. And hold full, blocking both. Keep your shoulders soft. You are soft and healing. Out the left side, exhale. This breath is healing. Through the left side, inhale. Hold and block both sides. Healing in the quiet. Out the right side, exhale. Again, right side, inhale. Plug both and hold. Left side, exhale. Slowly return your right hand down. And to finish off, how we began, wrapping your hands perhaps around the sides of your ribs. Just see what has shifted. Inhale out into both hands. Slowly exhale through the nose, your hands and ribs knitting back together. Again, inhale, widening your torso, widening your ribcage. Exhale, feel everything knitting back in. Bring your palms together and rub them together quickly. I invite you to lightly cup your palms over your eyes to seal in the practice with an inhale and exhale. You've done so much for yourself. Right? The shifts are taking place. Trust that. Thank yourself for this commitment. Thank your body. Thank your breath. I hope to see you again soon. Take good care out there.